Good morning. This is Danielle Pfeiffer, Independent Consultant and Regional Vice President with Arbonne. I'm excited to jump on the call and good for everyone who got on live early on a Saturday morning. I also am going to be sending this out to the team, so you might be watching this as a recording as well. But the goal for this morning is to do a mid-month evaluation of where your month's going. So right now we're mid-March, but if you happen to be watching this mid-April, mid-May, mid-June, mid-July, same thing, we do the same thing every month. So the same thing would come into play here. I'm going to share my screen with you. And let's see. Of course, there we go. Slideshow. Play. So here we go. It is just the beginning. So sometimes when people think we're halfway through the month, we actually think our web stats are supposed to be halfway through our goal for the month. And that's not the case with Arbonne, with how this works. So mid-month, we're not halfway through. Actually, if you have been working consistently in your month so far, the number you see on the 15th of the month typically triples by the end of the month if you work it consistently the whole month. So that's something good to keep in mind, because now it's time to evaluate and say, okay, the number that I'm at right now, if I tripled it, would I hit my goal for my month? If the answer is yes, awesome. Just keep doing what you're doing. If the answer is no, then you need to increase your activity to meet your goal, because activity is what gets us closer to our goal. You know, we are an appointment-based business. If we're not having appointments, if we're not in activity, we're not growing a business. And the one thing to always keep in mind, that if you work your business consistently throughout the month, that miracles happen right at the end of the month. And I see some faces on the screen that know that because they've already been through it. I wish I could explain it. I can't. But if you're working, you can't. You have to work it throughout the month. But then magic happens that last day as you're doing those final reach outs to really close your month strong. So keep those things in mind. I don't know, Anna. The picture of everybody on Voxer or on Zoom, is it blocking the image that says "I believe anything" a little bit? Okay. Let's see if I can move that. There. Okay, I love this quote. I've seen it many times before. You've probably seen it before, but if not, take a minute to look at it, because we're entrepreneurs. That's what we are. We're running our business. I even heard the term like entrepreneurs, because we are working together to build our own businesses. But we believe that anything's possible and that we have to take risk. And sometimes the risk is just that ask when we're nervous and we think, something might come negatively of asking. The only thing negative is our feelings might be hurt for a second, but that has nothing to do with us. They're just not ready for Arbonne. That's okay. Or they're not interested, and that's okay. But we have to take risks. We have to stay focused. We have to stay focused on what we want. And we have to hustle. And I love that word, but I know some people hear that word and they think it's about hustling people and they feel negative about that word. It's not. Hustling is about hustling our time. It's about making the most efficient use of the time we have, because we are all busy people. The people that jump in and take these risks and stay focused are people that are busy, because we're involved in so many different things. And, we might have families, we might work, we might volunteer, we might run organizations, we might be doing a lot of different things. But we see these challenges and problems as opportunities, because we know what are the three things we need. We need to grow ourselves. We need to contribute that to other, and we need to stay connected, stay consistent, stay the course. So we're looking for opportunities to grow. We take chances into the unknown. And what does the unknown mean? It means you're willing to believe. I was just having this conversation, I think it was earlier this week or last week, that with what we do, you have to believe in it before you're ever going to see it. And I think that we are so used to just being human and thinking, what is a belief? A belief is I can see it, so I know it's real. And no, that's not what this is. This is faith. This is believing in something and then seeing it come into fruition. So you need to do that. You need to believe. You need to believe in what you want. You need to believe you're worth it. You need to believe that this is the vehicle that's going to get you there. And you need to make those beliefs come into your reality. So mindset, commitment, and sacrifice. Let's talk about that for a second. Whatever your mind is saying is what's going to happen with your business. So when you're really nervous and you're picking up the phone, you're like, she's going to say no, she's going to say no, she's going to say no. If you're picking the phone and you're calling, your coworker, and you're like, you know what, he's going to love this. He is just going to, even, I don't know where the business is going to go with him, but he's going to love these products because he works out and stuff. He's going to love these products. But if you're calling somebody and you're thinking to yourself, oh, they could just use this business opportunity, I personally say, Lord, if this person needs it, give me the words to speak to them, because I know that people need this, and I know that I want to communicate in the language that they hear, kind of thing. So what do you believe? Do you believe this is a hobby for you? That's probably not if you're on here. Probably not. If you're on here, you believe this is a business, because a hobby typically costs you money, and it doesn't take up much time, and it's pretty fun. Like, that's what hobbies are. They're fun. They cost you a little money. It takes up a little bit of time, and it's something you enjoy doing. And there's people that do Arbonne as a hobby, and that's perfectly fine. Arbonne can be that. But if you're doing this as a business, you need to treat it like a business. And you need to know why you're doing it, because your whys are going to help you define your goals. And then you have to realize that what we do typically runs in a 90-day cycle. So the activity that you're putting in today will typically come into your web stats in 90 days. So what do you want in 90 days? Where do you want to be? Because that activity has to be working right now. And what I think a lot of people get into is this next month mentality. And so you might be like, well, I haven't really done anything this month yet. And it's halfway through, I'll just, next month, I'm going to be so focused. I'm going to do my 3 Ask a Day. I'm going to get on top of it next month. And that also, like, I'm sure you've heard that many people are like, you know what? I'm going to start today. I'm going to start clean eating. And then they eat something bad. And they're like, I'm just going to start tomorrow. Or I'm going to start Monday. I mean, how many times, I'm going to start Monday. I'm just going to start Monday. And then, like, Monday comes, you're not ready to start. You're like, I'll just start next Monday. And this mentality is going to hurt you. I was listening to a training in the last week or two that I just loved, because she's like, if it's not a priority today, what's going to make it a priority tomorrow? Like, if you're not willing to do it today, why would you do it tomorrow? If your why is not worth it today, if your why is not worth it today, it's not going to be worth it tomorrow. So if your why is not worth it today, you need to dig a little deeper and find a bigger why, or you're not going to do it. And so I have The Greatest Showman on here. So those of you probably know that I've seen The Greatest Showman in the theater 3 times. I'd see it 30 times if I could. This is a movie about P.T. Barnum, who started the Barnum and Bailey Circus. And there is a song at the end of the movie that's called From Now On. And in it, he's talking about, like, the man he's going to be. And he's like, it starts tomorrow. And then he's like, no, it starts tonight. And so I really want you to have that mentality. If you're going to business, you can't say tomorrow, next week, next month. You have to say it starts tonight. It starts right now, like from now on. And I did a quick tip on Voxer that you guys probably heard earlier in this week, because it was really weighing on my heart, that we have to just decide and then move forward. And I know a lot of people, especially us, like, just looking at our faces, I know we're people that really try to think about it and figure it out. And you know what? We don't have to know why we haven't done it yet. We just have to decide to do it moving forward. So I'm going to ask you, take a little bit of time to vision what you want. What do you want for you? What do you want for your family? What do you want for your life to look like? And then, based on where you want to be and where you want to go, like, think about it, if you can, and this was really hard for me, think about it long term. Begin with the end in mind. Think about 20 years out, 10 years out, 5 years out, a year out, 90 days out. So if you can't do long term, just start with short term. Where do you want to be in 90 days? Every single person I'm looking at on this call can be a regional vice president in 90 days. You're going to be like, what? Some people on this call, aren't even to district yet. That's okay. You can be a regional vice president in 90 days. What do you see for yourself? Because when you see it, you can then put together the goals to hit each month to get there. And then you can put together the strategy of what you're going to have to do. And then you have to take action. So my question for you is, where are you stuck? I would love for you to communicate via Voxer with myself and any upline that's in between you and me, where you're stuck. Because you either can't see it for yourself, Let us vision for you. Let us paint a bigger picture for you because you deserve more. You're worthy. Like, seriously, you can't see it for yourself. Or maybe you can see it and you're like, yeah, I'm going to be an RVP in 3 months, or I'm going to be an RVP in a year, like whatever your vision is. But you just can't figure out what goals you need to hit to get there. Great. Talk to us. Let us help you set those goals. Or maybe you can see it. You've set goals, but you don't know how to like put them into place. You don't know the strategy. Again, talk to us. We can show you. We can talk about, our strategy is 40 faces a month is what it is. But if you want to go quicker, it can be more. Or maybe you're just stuck taking action. So let us know, communicate so we can help you through those things. So March goals. You might be thinking right now, I am right on track. You might be thinking, ooh, I need to adjust. You can adjust your March goals one of two ways. We never turn the goal down. We never dial it back. We never say, oh, we're mid-month. I'm not going to hit it. I'm just going to make it smaller. No, this is not what dreaming big is all about. And Arbonne's about dreaming big. You're worthy of dreaming big. So adjusting it might mean, whew, I am not on track to hit that. So I need to schedule more activity so that I can hit that. Or your activity has been so amazing this month that you're gonna surpass your goal, and then you'll change your number and you'll make it bigger, right? But you might be sitting here and going, what goals? It's March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day. What goals? I never wrote anything down this month, and that's okay. It's never too late. So the goals that we should have personally every single month are the good, great, awesome. Good being 3,000. So if you are starting, this is what it says right in the action plan. Your start month, 3,000, 6,000, 10,000. But really, as a consultant growing a business, that should be our goal for new and you every single month. So I see like a couple district managers, area managers on the call here, and myself an RVP. That should be our goal every single month. And what new and you means, it means once you've built a business, you're going to have numbers come in every month because people are reordering. People are time leveraging. You're going to have those numbers. But the new and you means you and anyone new you bring in that month. And if you focus on that 3, 6, 10 every single month, you're pretty much saying, I'm going to go out and work the building block. And our building block we talk about a lot is 2,500 in volume. I'm going to do the building block on the next page. But I'm going to go work the building block. And if I work my building block, chances are I'll hit about that 3,000 mark. And if you're a consultant, if you're at consultant level, that will put you halfway to district. That's why it's so important for new people, that 3,000 mark, halfway to district. But for us, that are not brand new, we're DMs, AMs, RVPs, we want to do that personally with us and any new consultants we bring on. And so think about that. There's you and 3 other people. That's 10,000. That's how people do first step area in 1 month. But again, no matter how long you've been doing Arbonne, when you decide to really grow and really commit, you can just say, I'm doing that this month. Like, I'm doing that this month. Between now and the end of March, I'm doing first step area. And the other thing you need to do, if you haven't already, is put down dates for yourself. When are you going to be a district manager, an area manager, an RVP, an NVP? When are you going to do those things? Writing down your goal is going to get you so much closer. So I'll tell you one thing. You might be sitting here thinking, you know what? I don't even envision being an NVP, Danielle. Like, that's not something that's on my list. Well, guess what? Don't worry. Because if you don't write it down and you don't vision it for yourself, it will never happen. So if you're holding yourself back, because nobody else is, if you're holding yourself back, I encourage you. You're calling in the background. I don't know can you hear him, Anna? Yeah. Sorry. If you can hear him, sorry. If you can't see it for yourself, it doesn't matter if I can see it for you. So please know you need to decide when you're going to do this. So if you want to build the business and you want to work the system, you can go district this month if you're not there yet. If you're there, you can go first step area this month. So I'd say district should be like this month, 3 months out at the latest. Area, 6 months out at the latest. RVP, a year out at the latest. NVP, 2 years out at the latest. If you're ready to commit and grow this business. So how do we do this? Hi. how do we do it? We do it with our 40 faces. This is what we talk about: 40 faces, 40 faces, 40 faces. 40 faces a month will average you 8 ASVPs that will get you past that 2,500 PQV volume, and you sign up 1 to 2 business builders every month. This is a very simple system. It's not easy, but it's very simple. We just get in front of 40 faces a month. So, excuse me for 1 second. Hey, Jim, any chance you could get Colton? Okay, sorry. So I encourage you, if it starts now, if it's from now on for you, if it starts tonight, doesn't wait till tomorrow, it starts tonight, you need to track your faces. And I think lots of us feel like, oh, I'm so busy, I don't have time to track it. What you track grows. So you know what? Maybe you don't hit 40 faces this month. That's okay. But if you don't track it, you're not going to grow it next month. So please use this. This is part of the Tracking for Success tool found on Carlita Nelson's site. And you know what I missed saying too, is that this setting goals is in the action plan on Carlita Nelson's website. So if maybe you've been doing this for a while, revisit your action plan. Maybe you've never done this part of the action plan. Go there, print it out, make sure you fill that out, and then use the system or the Success Tracker tool off of Carlita's site. That's where this is from. So now, how do you do it? This Funnels for Success is also off of Carlita's website. In there, you'll see Recipe for Success, and it has 1 to 6: schedule, sponsor, sell, serve, self-develop, stay connected. We talk all the time, but this is our system for success, our recipe for success. And if you do 1 in 6, the rest will happen. If you're scheduling appointments, you will find people that want this. You will sponsor. You will sell products. You will serve them. And if you stay connected, it will teach you more how to go out and serve others. It will make sure you get your self-development done. So if you can focus on scheduling and staying connected, you're going to hit the rest of the recipe. This document, also on Carlita's website, is to help you see how you can work through the different systems within our business. You have the business you have asked for. Our business grows from asking. The business you have asked for. So now I guarantee you already know how to ask the funnel system, because we have really been hammering that home between Carlita, Marie, Nair, myself, Tammy. Ask Dream Team, take a look. Ask to host an event. Ask to your personal event or to a one-on-one. Ask for a sample. Ask for a referral. Work that funnel. That's in the top right-hand corner. You want to work that funnel. Now, while you're working that funnel, your ask will get better, because it's not just a numbers game, but it is. Like, it's math, not magic. The more people you ask, the more people you'll find who want this. But it's also the quality of your ask. And I really encourage you to reflect on how you're asking. So if you're getting a lot of no's, to just listen. There's something going on that it will need to tweak within your ask. Sometimes people, because we're so worried about taking people's time, that we might ask apologetic, like, oh, is there any chance? Or, and we're not coming through with the confidence that we know what we have is going to help them. Like, what we have could help somebody if they want it. So you need to think, what am I asking? How am I saying it? What words am I delivering? Because truly, our method is stop, start, share. We stop buying from other people, paying their retail. We start buying these amazing products from ourselves as a discount. We start getting paid when other people purchase, and then we share how to do that. So you need to move forward on purpose. I love that line. Carlita uses that. Move forward on purpose. Really take the time. Find key people that really show these qualities and ask them with confidence, because you know what you have could help them if they wanted it. This is what I don't get. You decided to say yes. You've said yes. People say yes. So why are you in your head all worried about this? People say no too, and that's okay. The more no's you find, the more yeses you'll find. It means you're asking. But when you're not asking, the answer is definitely no, because you're not opening your mouth. So please get out there. Ask for those group events. Those group events average around 500 in volume. Ask for product one-on-ones. I don't typically sell anything in a take a look, but when I know somebody's interested in the 30 days or interested in the skincare, I sit down, I educate them, I take the time, and they buy an ASVP. So you're going to get over 250 with that. Find people to do the business. Typically, new business builders spend anywhere between 500 and 1500 on getting products for themselves and for their business. So ask people for these things. And then the take-a-looks. These are phenomenal for just opening the door for finding new business builders, group events, and product sales. Because that's the overview. That's where we try to figure out where people are at. So you need to get into activity to ask people, to then work the funnels of ways to share Arbonne. So you can share with the entire presentation, which Carlita refers to as the fit and facial, where you're sharing everything in the product line, just an overview, right? Or maybe someone's interested in being healthier. You can go straight to the 30 days to healthy living. Or maybe someone's expressed interest in the skincare or just the spa line, or maybe they just want to try your mascara. So you're working the funnel down, but the goal is always, no matter where they end up saying yes in the funnel, is to eventually get them back to the top, because we want them to see everything. We want them to know what our products are about. That we want them to do a take a look, which is an overview, right? And then with ordering products, you know what? When people want to come in and they get excited about Arbonne, there are people, this is going to blow your mind, that have come in and said, I'm getting the skincare, nutrition, and the makeup sauce. Bam. They want it all. Why? Because if they're going to take care of their body from the inside out, they want to do it all. And if you've never had somebody order that from you, you probably think it's not possible. It happens. It's possible. So start with the big thing. If someone's like, I love it all, be like, great. Well, we have 3 kits. You can get all 3 of them, and we can get you started from head to toe on it. And then most people will be like, I can't spend that much. And you're like, okay, well, let's figure it out. Do you want to you were most interested in the skincare, nutrition, and then you can switch to your cosmetics later. Do you want to do that? Oh, I think right now I'm just going to have to start with, and it's typically nutrition or skincare, but it's a funnel. Everything we do is a funnel. We want to start with the biggest picture, because we know if somebody was to jump into Arbonne, whether it's a PC or a consultant, and they immediately start using nutrition, skincare, and cosmetic, they're going to have better results. People that use our skincare and then put junk cosmetics on their face are not going to have as good as a result as people that use our skincare and put beautiful Arbonne cosmetics on their face. Same thing as people that people that don't worry about their gut health. I mean, if you use our nutrition, our skincare, cosmetic all in one, you're going to get the best results. If you're going to take a look at Arbonne, but you're only going to look at our cosmetics, you're not going to get as much. But if you see the big picture of Arbonne, the big part, starting with a take a look, you're going to be most interested because you're going to be most educated. So use our funnels to introduce people. This business model is built on team success. And so think of your goals, but think of the other people's goals within your organization. Again, if you're a leader of one, there are people out there. I mean, no matter how big your team is right now, there are people out there waiting for you, not waiting for me, waiting for you, because you're going to connect with them in a way that I wouldn't connect with them. And duplication is the key to all of our success. When we learn to duplicate how to work this business is when we find success. So think about what kind of team you would like, and then be that. Chances are the people you want on your team is the people I want on my team. Because chances are, all of us, we want people that are motivated, driven, passionate, that truly care about others, care about living a better life for themselves, and they care about giving that to others. And so chances are we connect in that area because we are all drawn to Arbonne. So we need to talk to our upline with what we're doing. And the reason why I'm telling you this is that I might have goals for myself personally, and I need to know where everyone on my team is at so that I can fill the gaps, because it's not up to my team to meet my goals. It's up to me to meet my goals. So if I know where my team's at, I can then fill in the gaps, and I can decide to work harder and book more activity. Or maybe I see team members that have all this activity, and I know that if I just partner with them, I can help them. So it's really important to let your upline know where you're at mid-month. Like, I have this much on the calendar, because I can see your numbers. Your upline can see your numbers, but I can't see what you have in the works. And so the reason why this is really important is because when you start building a team and you're trying to reach your personal goals, you're going to want that from your team members. And what you do duplicates. So if you start sharing that mid-month, every month, sharing your goals at the beginning of the month, sharing where you're at halfway through the month, and then recapping your goals at the end of the month with your upline. You're going to teach the people that come into your team how to do this. And when you do this, you are going to be building success for your team. You're going to be teaching your team members to do that with you. Therefore, they're going to teach their team members to do it to them. What is on your calendar? That's what really matters here, because we get better as we do activity, and our dashboard grows as we do activity. Remember, it might not grow this month. So think of it this way. Your goal is not a deadline. Your goal is a goal that you're going to hit. You might hit it this month. You might hit it next month. You might hit it 3 months from now. But you need to write it down. You need to dream big. You need to Voxer us, meaning myself and anyone that is in between us within your upline, and say, this is my goal. Let us know. Did you set it March 1st? Or are you setting it today? Either or. Great. Here's my goal. Here's where I'm at. Here's my number that I'm at today. And this is the activity I have on my calendar. And it's okay if you say, well, my goal is 3,000 because that's what you told me my goal should be. I have 0 PQV and I have 0 activity scheduled. It's okay if that's it. But you have to have something to go from here, something to move forward with, because we're going to work together to make change. I mean, that's what we do. So thank you for jumping on this morning. I will stop the recording if I can stop my share. Stop the